Hi, this is Megan. This is my final project for Edit 7500. So for this, I wanted to focus on something really authentic. So I co-taught a unit with our economics teacher, and we focused on the government's role in the economy and fiscal policy. For this, I used problem-based and project-based learning. The students analyzed fiscal policy by looking at current economic problems and what our government is currently doing about them, and worked through if those were good solutions or not. They identified the problems as well as proposed alternative solutions, and because we did a lot of research on this, they were also interpreting different sources. So I used several different assessments for this. I used Padlet, which is an online tool that simply works like almost like a post-it note or bulletin board to get a basic understanding and assess whether the kids understood fiscal conservatives or fiscal liberals. We used ThoughtPlan as our project planning board. It's currently in beta, but it's an online project planning guide. And then they showed me their project guides, and we conferenced about that. And then our final project was a campaign project. The students were able to use a couple different project-based learning things. They were able to use video software or iMovie, whatever they wanted, to develop and direct a campaign commercial. They could use Powtoon, which is an online cartoon creator, to develop their campaign commercial. Or if they wanted to do something more data-based, I allowed them to use Piktochart to create an infographic. So this was split up into 6 different days. We started, like I said, with the role of the government and what fiscal liberals and conservatives are, and then we did a quick assessment on that. From there, the kids used our online databases and a research guide I created to research the different economic problems. And after that, they created a project guide, which we went through as a group so we could assess it, and then developed their campaign commercial or infographic. So here's the research guide. Here's our campaign project. And a rubric, which is part of project-based learning because it kind of gives them an idea of what their actual project should be like. So, like I said, I used problem and project-based learning. I really wanted the students to have something very open-ended and for them to construct their own knowledge. So that constructivist part is really problem-based learning, and I wanted them to research economic problems and not just discuss what they had heard from the parents or what they heard in their news, but develop their own solutions to things we see in the economy every day. So that really went along with problem-based. And then project-based worked really well because I wanted them to have something at the end to demonstrate their mastery that was also very authentic and driven by choice, which goes right along with project-based learning. So they went through all the different steps of developing a project as well as solving a problem. So overall, I felt like this unit went really well. There were some frustrating parts to it. Here's a view of the Padlet we created, and these are the kids working on mind maps. So I did both a teacher interview and I created a Google form for the kids to fill out so that I could get anonymous feedback. The students really liked, there was a lot of problem solving and they got to come up with their own solutions and really focus on something a little bit different. They liked the authenticity. There was something realistic that actually applied to what was going on. It was really hard to get the kids to think critically. They wanted straight answers from me and me to kind of give them like what I thought about the economic problems and what I thought the solutions should be, but instead I wanted them to go ahead and develop their own answers. They also wanted really direct instruction. So next time I think I would give them a few more days of what fiscal and monetary policy were. The teacher was really pleased. He really liked the end results. So overall,